Hello, everyone. My name is Noah James Gonzalez. Friends and families call me Nonong Gonzalez, a name given to me by my grandpa which I like, and a name which established my identity. I invite you, together with my mom Angelia, Grandma Nancy, Tita Gian, and my grandpa Jimmy, to come travel with me as I journey around the world to see the beautiful places, its people and culture, and taste its native delicacies. Bath is the largest city in the county of Somerset, England. Known for and named after its Roman built baths, in 2011 the population was 88,859. Bath is in the valley of the River Avon, 97 miles west of London and 11 miles southeast of Bristol. The city became a World Heritage Site in 1987. Bath Abbey was founded in the 7th century and became a religious center. The building was rebuilt in the 12th and 16th centuries. In the 17th centuries, claims were made for the curative properties of water from the springs, and Bath became popular as a spa town in the Georgian era. Georgian architecture crafted from Bath stone includes the Royal Crescent, Circus, pump room, and assembly rooms where Beau Nash presided over the city's social life from 1705 until his death in 1761. The city became a spa with the Latin name Aquae Sulis, or the Waters of Sui, circa 1780. When the Romans built baths in a temple in the valley of the River Avon, although hot springs were known even before then. Many of the streets and squares were laid out by John Wood, the Elder, and in the 18th century the city became fashionable and the population grew. Jane Austen lived in Bath in the early 19th century. Further buildings was undertaken in the 19th century and following the Bath Blitz in World War II. The city has suffered publishing and service-oriented industries. The theaters, museums, and other cultural and sporting venues have helped make it a major center for tourism, with more than 1 million staying visitors and 3.8 million day visitors to the city each year. There are several museums, including the Museum of Bath Architecture, the Victoria Art Gallery, the Museum of East Asian Art, the Herschel Museum of Astronomy, Fashion Museum, and the Holburne Museum. The city has two universities, the University of Bath and Bath Spa University, with Bath College providing further education. Sporting clubs include Bath Rugby and Bath City FC. Bath became part of the County of Avon in 1974, and following Avon's abolition in 1996, has been the principal center of Bath and North-East Somerset. Several foods have an association with the city. Sally Lawn buns, a type of tea cake, have long been baked in Bath. They were first mentioned by name in verses printed in the Bath Chronicle in 1772. At that time, they were eaten hot at public breakfast in spring gardens. They can be eaten with sweet or savory toppings and are sometimes confused with Bath buns, which are smaller, round, very sweet, and very rich. They were associated with the city following the Great Exhibition. Bath buns were originally topped with crushed comfits, created by dipping caraway seeds repeatedly in boiling sugar. But today, seeds are added to a London Bath bun, a reference to the bun's promotion and sale at the Great Exhibition. These seeds may be replaced by crushed sugar granules or nibs. Bath has lent its name to one other distinctive recipe, Bath Olivers, a dry baked biscuit invented by Dr. William Oliver, physician to the Mineral Water Hospital in 1740. Oliver was an anti-obesity campaigner and author of a practical essay on the use and abuse of warm bathing in gouty cases. In more recent years, Oliver's efforts have been traduced by the introduction of a version of the biscuit with a plain chocolate coating. Bath chops, the salty and smoked cheek and jawbones of the pig, takes its name from the city and is available from a stall in the daily covered market. Bath Ales Brewery is located in Warmly, and Abbey Ales are brewed in the city. There are many Roman archaeological sites throughout the central area of the city. The baths themselves are about 6 meters below the present city street level. Around the hot springs, Roman foundations, fellar bases, and baths can still be seen. However, all the stonework above the level of the baths is from more recent periods. Bath Abbey was a Norman church built on earlier foundations. The present building dates from the early 16th century and shows a late perpendicular style with flying buttresses and crocketed pinnacles, decorating a crenellated and pierced parapet. The choir and transepts have a fan vault by Robert and William Berthew. A matching vault was added to the Abbey in the 19th century. The building is lit by 52 windows. The most spectacular of Bath's terraces is the Royal Crescent, built between 1767 and 1774, and designed by the younger John Wood. Wood designed the great curved facade, of which what appears to be about 30 houses, with iconic columns and a rusticated ground floor. But that was the extent of his input. Each purchaser bought a certain length of the facade and then employed their own architect to build a house to their own specification. Behind it, hence what appears to be two houses is in some cases just one. This system of town planning is betrayed at the rear of the crescent, while the front is completely uniform and symmetrical. The rear is a mixture of differing roof heights, juxtaposition, and fenestration. The Queen Anne France and Mary Anne Bach's architecture occurs repeatedly in Bath and was designed to keep hired women at the back of the house. Other fine terraces elsewhere in the city include Lansdowne Crescent and Somerset Place on the Northern Hill. As I pause here, I hope you enjoy our ride. Don't forget to watch my next episode and please hit the red subscribe button below for it means so much for me. Until next time, thank you so much.